Okay, welcome everyone. Karen, how was the snow up there? Did you get a lot?
No, we only got like a couple of inches.
Oh, okay.
A lot of wind. How about you? Did you get a lot?
Yeah, we did. Yeah. Hard to measure because it kept melting, but I don't know, 6 inches maybe? I don't know. Yeah, pretty quickly. Enough to mess everything up yesterday for people who were driving. Yeah.
It's snowing in Chicago too.
I saw that. Yeah. Did you get a lot of snow?
No, it's just enough to sort of make it interesting, but it didn't stick. It was just more windy and kind of interesting looking the way it blew about.
Oh, yeah,
But
well, it really shut down car travel. Uh,
you,
I, I was I was I was working the polls. People were voting, and
oh yeah, that's
they
right.
would come in. They looked like snowmen. They would be soaked. And the tabulator spitting out the ballots because they're wet. And it was it was a scene. Um,
So
Yeah, I had worked the polls too, and the storm knocked out the electricity in Green Bay for the polling place where I was working. So the last 15 minutes we were in the dark, um,
wow.
except for our flashlights on our phones. And then we also the machine, fortunately the ballot machine has a battery backup, so we
Mm,
were able to finish and do all the calculating and
mm,
everything. Yeah, it
mm.
was quite an exciting voting day.
Yeah, yeah. There was one polling place near where I live in Madison in a park, and they were doing it in the shelter.
That's where we were. Yeah, in Green Bay. We were in a
Outside.
no, not it's no, actually. It was heated partially, mostly.
Oh,
But
yeah. Well, this was open.
oh my
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah,
oh,
what we do for democracy, right?
yeah. All right, I'm gonna go back on mute and listen.
Okay. All right. Um, okay. Very good. So, we're going to to revisit the morning routine today, but there's a few other things I want to expand on, things that are pretty familiar, but that we can take to different levels in how we do them. So you'll see how that is. So let's put this on speaker. So I mentioned before that we can do many of these movements um, in ways that are more subtle or that are much bigger, and it's all beneficial. So you can just feel into this. If your mind is really busy, you might really want to do this faster and more vigorously, just to bring more of your attention into your body. Uh, if you've been, I don't know, you just want to do this slowly because it feels better, but anything in between. And there was even one Qigong teacher who had people really sort of lifting the arms, but you're pushing this from the thighs and turning the waist more vigorously, and then that it just results in a bigger movement. And we tell the guys in prison, if they're wanting to do sitting meditation, many of them do exercise. They lift weights or they run or they do push-ups. We encourage them to do that first, and tire themselves out a bit And then once they've done that, then it's easier to sit still. And it's the same thing here. You know, if the mind is going a lot, to just tire ourselves out a little bit physically, so that we can rest more easily. And we don't always do this, but it's a good practice to segue one movement into another. So that just means that we could just stop doing this and then do something else, or we could reduce the movements little by little, and then drop into stillness. Back. And then again, there's different standing postures. So you can go into standing mountain if you want to, where there's more intentionality to it, or just drop into the standing one position. Okay. So if you'd like to dedicate your practice today to someone, to a loved one, or someone who you would like to have with you, this would be the time. Okay, and then bowing to the directions. And then back to front one, and then above. So sink the weight up. So this is a stretch, and look up, extend, and then extend with your intention. Extend up, way up, above, and below. Bend your knees. Again, extend down into the earth, and then within the seventh direction. Okay, so beginning from the crown of the head, so just our normal rolling the head. And if you do this slowly, you can feel where the muscles may be tight. And if you want to, when you encounter a tight place, you can stop the movement and just relax in that place and sort of stretch that muscle that you're finding to be tight. And go the other way then. Okay, good. And the traditional are the shoulder rolls. And generally the instruction is to start small, make small circles, and then increase the circles until you're actually sort of trying to touch your shoulder blades in the back, and then rolling in, caving in the chest and rolling in the front. So the circles are real big. The arms are still. They're just weights. They're just hanging there. Okay. And then the other way. And feel free to keep moving your head as you're doing this if you want to. Okay, and there are a number of levels of opening the shoulders. I just want to introduce some of these to you. This one is very, very popular in China for opening the shoulders, and so it's just swinging the arms, and we're bending the knees, sitting down, and so do this carefully and cautiously. If you feel some pain or you need to modify the movement, do this. So this will stretch the shoulders in another way. And then you can turn the head left and right. Okay. All right. And now another one is, it's like you're calling for help. Your car is stuck, whatever. So, or you're signaling to someone. So it's and again, you can turn left and right. Okay, good. And then the last one is straight up over the head. And then circling the arms. And I do some of these before I do the standing meditation because it's much easier to hold your arms up after you've done these. Okay. Okay, reduce the movement. Okay, and then going into cloud hands again. So the cloud hands is this is a Tai Chi form, and so this is a block. So you're doing a double block. Is what this is. It's very similar to the Tai Chi twist with the waist, turning the waist and shifting the weight. Okay, and so this is another one. You go ahead and enlarge the movement. You keep a string between the two palms for at least at first. And then just try letting this get very big. So it's sort of a figure 8. Turn to the back a little. Okay, let's reduce this. Back to wave hands through clouds. Okay, and then reduce. So you see how this is, the hands are opposite the lower dantian and the middle dantian. Reduce the movements. Okay, good. All right. Now let's go down to the flexing the hips. So first, rocking the hips. And if you can do this without placing your hands on your body, just stand in that standing meditation posture. And if you have some lower back pain, then adjust this. Don't do it as vigorously. If this is just a tiny bit of stiffness, that's okay. Just go through that. Okay. And then circling the hips. And you can do this with the whole body and let the shoulders be involved if you want to. And then the other way. All right. Good. And then the balance exercises. The playing the piano position is just helpful to begin if you want to, but it's not necessary. If you want to do different hand movements. Okay. All right. Very good. So just another level of that one is crane walks the riverbank. So you'll remember this. So if it's left hand up and right leg, and then the hand goes behind. So this is very much the same thing we were just doing. And see if you could just stop and hold. And then continue. And maybe go a little slower. And the foot hangs loosely when you lift the leg in this movement. Okay, good. One more on each side. Okay. And then the C crane, so the C meaning the arm is like a C, it's formed sort of C. So we're going to make the arms into this big circle thing. So, and pull the shoulders back and step forward with the toe on the ground or without touching. You just do the toe. Then as we step back, we fold in. The crane folds in its wings and then open and then close. Open. You just your big toe is touching. Close. Open. Close. Okay. Very good. Very good. And then let's just finish with Trembling Mountain. And try to see if you can just focus on the breath. So the breath will be a little jerky, but it'll still be smooth. Okay, while you're doing this, so breathe in breath, breathe up from the earth, up through the body, up to the top of the head, out breath, down all around the body like a fountain, like a bubbler. And particularly notice going down the back of the body. So breathing in, top of the head. Breathing out, going down all around. You can move the eyes. They look up the top of the in-breath, look down at the bottom of the out-breath. Okay, just a little bit more. Okay, let go of everything. Head, neck, shoulders, hips. Okay, so let's stop this one all at once. So 1, 2, 3. So tingling and warmth. On the surface of the body and within the body. And you're radiating heat right now. Okay. The morning Qigong, the first one, Earth's fragrance drifts up. In breath. And you want to visualize and feel this, the earth chi coming up the center of the body up to the heart and then down. And do this with your breath. Okay, let's do two more. Okay, sunrise on the horizon so the fingers don't touch. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, again, so we're bringing up the energy of the earth, in breath, and then out the arms, out the hands, all around, gather back in to the heart, and then out breath, back down. Okay, let's do two more. Chi follows the mind. parting the clouds, sitting down, palms face, arms face. Watch them go up, all the way up, stretch, hands back to back, and then parting the clouds. In breath, breathe normally, look up, do at your own pace. As you're coming up, you're visualizing the light coming up through the body, then out the crown of the head, out the hands, up into the sky, and then parting the clouds. So the light of the sun, the moon, the stars comes down through the crown, down through and fills the whole body, down and then out the feet. Extend at the top, extend at the sides, extend at the bottom. Okay, let's do two more. Okay, very good. Okay, washing the body. So the first hand comes up over the head, down, and switch. So turn to the side of the upper hand, goes over the head. Second hand goes to the heart and goes down. So we're bringing up the rainbow dew, which is the freshness of spring, the freshness of nature, freshness of the earth, and sort of washing the whole, sort of the energy body, renewing the life force energy in the body with that of the earth. And one more each side. Okay. And the next one, there's several levels of this, and we've talked about this, flipping away the fog. So this can just be just very subtle, can be a little more vigorous. It can be very vigorous. So they teach and they say this is expelling unhealthy chi. It can just be releasing, letting go of something that's been nagging you, nagging your mind, something you're worried about, something that happened that you can't let go of, or um, just releasing physical tension in the body. It's all the same. Just releasing. And this is a good gesture for that. Okay. And at this point, just take a little bit, and just drop into the standing posture. A little bit of a bend at the elbow, little space between the arm and the chest. Knees are soft, hips are flexible, and the palms are more or less facing each other. Just be comfortable in this position. Okay, so that vertical axis is there. Body, breath, and mind. In a sense, those first movements are the prelude to this one, which is very, very ancient Qigong movement. And this is just gathering and compressing. So uh, gather up and visualize gathering up this life force energy from the earth and just holding it at the lower dantian. So we're filling the belly with the hands, we're filling the belly with this life force energy. And we're feeling the belly move with the breath. We'll do this 4 times. So you want to bend the knees. And feel and imagine this warm, tingling sensation in the belly, in the hands. Okay, third one. Okay, fold down with an out breath. Breathe in as you come up. And then just normally. Okay, very good. And now we'll do 3 times. We'll spread some of this warm light up to the heart. So in breath, again, bringing that attention, that warm light, filling the heart, and still aware of it in the belly. And then second one, in breath up, feel and imagine a warm light in the chest and in the belly. And then third one. Okay, good. Next one is touching heaven, touching earth. So the hand that goes down, that's palm is facing the body. So we've been down there. The hand going up is raising some of this warm light up into the brain, out the crown of the head, and then way up and stretch, 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 stretch. Both palms are facing, stretch, extend. So we're sending the chi from the earth through the body all the way up into the light of the stars. Then as we come down with the upper hand, we're bringing the light of the stars down through the crown, through the brain, and into the heart. And at the same time, we're bringing the earth chi up. And this is the yin and yang where they meet in the heart. Okay, so this is the left hand and the right hand, or the yin and the yang, where the earth and the heavenly meet in the heart. Okay. And so then the next one, so stretch again, extend out, 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 radiating out in all directions, behind you as well. And then as we come in, then we're bringing that all in, back into the heart. And then this is completing the yin and yang in the heart. And then switch hands, go up and down again. You can pump the movements with your knees, bending the knees. And again, you can do this vigorously, or you can do it slowly. You can keep moving, or you can pause in any one of these three positions and just hold the position, extend. Okay, let's just do a couple more. Smile just a little. Okay, and then just finish with a hand over each dantian. And then just reaffirm connection down to the earth, connection up into the universe, tingling and light in the body and in the hands and the feet. Okay, very good. Let's go ahead and bring up our stool. So this vertical column of light from the center of the earth, containing the body and going up, infinitely up into the universe. So this is a visualization of our range of consciousness. So that means we can put our attention anywhere on this column. So we can drop our attention anywhere in the body, or down below the body, into the roots, into the earth, ancestors. We can bring our attention up through the body and anywhere in the body, and then way up above, so that we see the body from above, and up as far as we want to go. And so the ancients taught this was the stars, the sun, the moon, the stars, the universe. And the Buddhist teaching is that it's beyond form. The vertical is beyond form. So the stars and so on are forms, but they're all made of light. So it's going out of the world of form into formlessness, just a sort of a bigger awareness that's around the whole earth, body, heaven system. That's very, very big. And if you want, you can breathe this in through the pores of the skin, this bigness, and then back out again. So the body becomes porous and indefinite. It doesn't have a boundary. And the breath is long, slow, even, and fine. Let's take a few more breaths. This is called Morning Qigong because it's energizing. You may notice that you're feeling more energy, not just now, but um, in the future, near future, you just might feel more energized, and that's really the thrust of this. It's very much from the bottom up, and to de-energize, that would be like tree in autumn. So you can imagine or do, tree in autumn, where you're going from the top down. Okay, bone marrow wash, tree in autumn, anything where you're going from the top down, that will relax. That will relax the system. Going from the bottom up energizes. It's like the bottom up is in breath and the top down is out breath. So we're doing in breath and out breath alternately all the time. So it's just a matter of what you would like to focus on, energizing or relaxing. Okay, very good. Let's clap our hands on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. And go ahead with your facial massage. Tap the kidneys. And massage the kidneys. Okay. Well, thank you so much. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for your practice. And I'll wish you a good evening. If you would like to stay to talk a little bit, that's fine.